Hello everybody, welcome back. We are back in Gainesville for a stand-up protest, which nobody has shown up for yet, so we'll just sit down until it's time to stand up. For those of you who may have forgotten, this is the Confederate monument. And yeah, this one is usually peacefuler than Weatherford, so we're hoping to keep it that way. So where is everyone? Something tells me that my camera's not even. Thanks for coming out to Weatherford, by the way.
I didn't get to make it.
I know. I'm in pro Gainesville.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for that to sound rude.
I wanted to so bad. Work.
Don't worry. I got everything. Jessica started 2 fights, and
It's
yeah.
Pretty interesting. I would watch.
Well, it wasn't as bad as the first time we went to Weatherford, so that's good.
That is good. Nobody got hurt.
No fights broke out. Nobody got punched in the face.
I figured when the banner gets here, what we'll do is we're gonna hold it like right here on California Street so people can see it, and then once the sun goes down a little bit more, it gets a little bit darker, we're gonna project onto the courthouse. I was thinking about projecting on the other side, like this side, like the side facing this way, but on the other side, because if I project in the front, that way, see it. And I just threw a bunch of different things, so we can put up the Klan rally, I put we dissent commissioners.
So while they're discussing plans, God holds the scales of justice, and he will measure praise and blame, and the South will stand the verdict, and will stand it without shame. And this side is generally the one that people get the most upset about. O home of tears, but let her bear this blazon to the end of time. No nation rose so white and fair, none fell so pure of crime. So, well, hello, pretty grim. It's another Confederate statue protest today, so today might not be the most exciting gaming stream that you've ever seen. Unless, of course, you realize that real pro gamers topple statues. Just imagine how fun it would be to just take this statue down. Just imagine it. Also, yeah, my phone definitely a little unbalanced. Oh, that's better. That's a lot better, actually. Alright, I think I figured out the balance on it. Yes, topple means peacefully protest to the elected officials for legal reasons. Doesn't look like we have any counter-protesters today, so this should be a strictly peaceful gathering. So peaceful that we have a Christmas tree in the background. they made a whole ass sign for this. Welcome to Gainesville, the most racist small town in the Confederate States of America.
They have a new banner that they're bringing out. This here is the monument. So this is the Cook County Courthouse. This is the
Ass sign. Yeah, there's a big ass on the sign. Yep, no counter-protesters. So this will not be exciting in any way, shape, or form. See, pretty grim. Germans are actually ashamed of being racist, so that's why there's no Nazi imagery in Germany. Except for some of the prison camps which they use for education. But the problem with America is that a majority of white America does not give a shit about the fact that it was racist and slave owners. They're okay with it. But if there are statues of Hitler out there, I'm sure every German would be okay with tearing down those. Yeah, they are still racist. That's the whole point.
Turns out we denormalize racism. You don't just come out to make trauma porn. You actually have to
We got a lot of signs. We got a big banner. I see someone has already started the destruction process. Small chip in the granite here. To the Confederate soldiers and sailors in loving tribute erected. Not even just to Civil War people, just Confederate soldiers. Not even the Union soldiers. Now, the interesting thing about Gainesville is that they voted not to be in the Confederacy. And in retaliation for voting not to be in the Confederacy, they hung like 35 Gainesvillians, Gainesvillites. Well, we've had our first person in a car. Soldiers and sailors. Yeah, I didn't even know the Civil War had sailors. We're in fucking Texas. When was the submarine introduced? Was that World War I? Like a very primitive submarine. Actually, it may have been during the Revolutionary War, now that I think about it. So they could have been sailors. The first person in a car yelling things at us. It's not the first person in a car in general. Everyone in these cars, except for the ones that are parked, have drivers. naval battles were a huge part of the Civil War. Well, today I learned. I just didn't think they were that big of a part in Texas, considering we only pretty much got the Galveston coast, the Gulf of Mexico. Hello. Hello, upside down flag. I guess we'll see how many people just angrily shout things at us. Got a flag across the street that just says antiques. Merrimack and Mortimer. Well, that's a battle that I just straight forgot about. Or never learned about. See you later, K variable. We'll be here for the next few hours. Just peacefully standing around. No counter protesters yet. I wouldn't be surprised if some show up eventually, but it's probably just going to be drive-by hate though. How's it going?
It's going.
Your face is vaguely familiar, but I can't remember.
Oh, protest activities through the whole summer, probably.
Probably. Let's get it. Yeah. Actually, this week, it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Thursday? No, today's Friday. Tuesday. Monday. Something. Tuesday. Sunday. I don't know. The days just melt together in quarantine. I was also in Weatherford in July when it almost turned into a riot.
I was not there at that time.
Oh, it was fucking spooky, let me let me tell you.
Probably.
And yes, I think that is a working doggo, so I'm not going to try and pet it.
Good man.
Monitor, not Mortimer. Yeah, but Mortimer is a name that fits in like the 1800s. Like, why do you think they named him Mortimer Mouse originally? Imagine Monitor Mouse. That just wouldn't stick. It's just the CIA mouse. It's just CIA Mickey. Monitor Mouse. Monitor Mouse sounds like a surveillance pet you can get in Watch Dogs. Well, I'm sure that's exactly what it is. It's the surveillance sector of Disney, Monitor Mouse. So far, we've really only had like one reaction from drive-bys. I think any counter-protesters that we would have had in Gainesville have just kind of given up. But we're still here. police were still on the steps, making sure that we didn't destruct any property. They're not there now. So. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Got about 21 people here. Yeah, this one's going to be a peaceful, chill day. I think I heard one person yelling at us, but I don't know from where. Could be these anti-maskers across the street taking pictures of us. Did they yell at us? I heard something.
The lady driving away yelled Merry Christmas.
How nice of her.
Yeah, but his dad. Yeah.
Is this channel for the left or right? Well, that depends. What side do you think moving Confederate monuments is on? Because this should really be a meeting point of the left and the right. If you're trying to figure out my political swing purely based on whether I'm moving monuments or not, then you, sir, are part of the problem. You just got here. Well,
I have the liberty of walking. Yeah, no, you're looking down. That's my guy. What? Fuck, I'm a foot dog. Good job. Anyway, the United Daughters of the Confederacy made a great plan that
oof.
generation plan was
Well, that was spooky. Needs to come down for sure. Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, they want to move it to a museum. There's a Gainesville History Museum. There's also a cemetery that would work really well as a removal spot. There's also just in a landfill. I think that's my favorite spot for it. It's where we can put all the abandoned Trump flags that everyone's going to stop flying once this election cycle's done.
Everything in the Confederacy massacred Gainesville people. In 1911, they put the statue up. It talks about how they hope to teach their children to emulate their revolutionary cities.
We got another one joining us. He's just kind of across the street right now.
Just this year, the county commissioner voted to keep the statue there as is, and this is the title that they wish to bear, which is the most racist
Trump flags are just the new Confederate flag. You are correct. It's kind of what they are, because Trump flags stand for a lot of things. Racism is one of them. Hatred is another. Support of the Proud Boys, you know, just standing back, standing by. You know, right-wing hatred. Trump flag stands for a lot of things, and none of them are particularly good. The thing that disturbs me most is I've started to see a lot of Q flags. I saw someone in my neighborhood with a Q bumper sticker. Like, the thing is, I don't even know where to find these Q posts, just out of pure curiosity. I can't find it. Oh, we're being filmed. Those idiots will make a new flag. Yeah, it's going to be Trump 2024, because you know he's going to run again. Supposing that he's not in jail. Which I'm really hoping he goes to jail. Yep, homie was filming us while driving. That's not safe driving, like, in any way, shape, or form. Someone really ought to form these people and fill them in on driving laws.
They got called out. Got 2 streamers here today. They're streaming online, so you can check out their posts. Community Action Justice, the Rumble Facebook page. Posting. Are you streaming on Facebook?
Twitch.
Twitch. What's your Twitch name?
_Flutternater.
So on
TER.
Twitch, if you look up
And you know,
the
it's quite remarkable that
stream going as
You've never been to jail? Well, damn, pretty grim. Are you even real? Are you even real? Are you really a person if you've never been to jail? And been part of, like, the American jail industrial slave labor complex? Like, are you even real? He is plugging the stream, yeah. So, show some love to Pro Gainesville. That's their group on Facebook. They're the group that's actively protesting the statue. I've been out here a few months. I showed up for a few of them, and then I had to work Sundays a lot. So, I haven't been able to show up for as many of these protests as I would have liked, but we're here when we can be. Dude, there, no point, no one cares. Your prison name is Pretty Grime. Apparently, Razorhead does not like your prison name. I think that's our second person yelling something at us. And these Gainesville people are not letting the fucking ambulance turn left. This poor ambulance. bet a few people shout "Go home" at us. They say go home, but can anyone anywhere truly be home until everyone feels safe there? A lot of these signs are pretty fucking lit, though. They got some good signs. Please canvassing the area. No nation rose so white and fair, none fell so pure of crime. You know, I would do like a sign spotlight, but we are kind of in a cramped space on the sidewalk, and I don't want to like cover up the signs. But I think I'll go from the back. So that one says, "Right the wrongs of the past." So Gainesville's legacy will be remembered as white men in power ignoring the people's calls for change and justice, but instead doing nothing to appease to its white voter base. This will look great in history books. Move the statue. That one's a bit wordy, but it'll catch on. And here we have the beautiful protest puppy. Okay. Let's try that again. Beautiful dog, by the way.
Thank you.
Are they on the clock, or can I pet them?
On the clock, sorry.
I figured. This is why I asked.
Yep.
Can I see your sign?
Yeah.
So, destroy your white supremacist roots. Beautiful.
Don't mind if I do.
Can I get the back of your sign? Trying not to... Are you okay with telling these kids that your statue is more important than their lives? So... Good sign. Good shit. We got people revving their engines at us. We might see a few middle fingers here. They just shouted, "Go home, losers."
Everybody got today. Go home. Gotta go home.
Although the outstanding irony in shouting "Go home, losers" when you're on the Confederate side of history. Amazing. Like, I don't think these Confederate people have the ability to critically think things through. Of course, we knew that in Weatherford. Abra 6 feet Conra. I played Contra as a kid. It was okay. I'm 6 feet. But, you know, I'm not sure that your pro-Trump ass really has any ground to insult us about COVID precautions, so you can just kind of sit down, shut up, and get muted. Protest Mom is here. Hello. Anything you would like to say to Protest Mom?
I love you.
upside down flag lady, you know the one, says vague hand wave. She says she loves you. Or she could have been talking to me, I'm not sure.
You better watch out, I'm gonna steal those kittens.
Gonna steal those kittens? You mean my kittens?
Yes.
As long as I get my cat back.
It sounds like she's ready to go back.
I will fight. Claw for claw to get my soup back. For those of you that don't know, I named my cat Soup, and we have named the kittens various flavors of soup. One of them is named Chowder, and was the largest cat in the bunch. I think one of them we wanted to name Chicken Noodle. I can take my demon back. Not until the kittens are self-sustainable. Trust me, I'd like her back. Trust me. It's lonely in the house. Lonely. I am so lonely. I've got nobody. Don't have a cat. Noodle, bean, chowder, minestrone. What is happening? Tell me. Well, there's this huge, ugly Confederate monument right here that we are protesting for the removal of. You can tell it's a Confederate monument because it says, "No nation rose so white and fair, none fell so pure of crime," so you definitely know that it's a racist statue. And then on this side, we got "To the Confederate soldiers and sailors," and "Loving tribute erected." So they can't even argue that it was just for all Civil War soldiers. No, it's specifically just Confederate soldiers. Where is the barbecue ribs? Well, ribs is plural, so it's where are the barbecue ribs, but there are no barbecue ribs currently. They're not ready yet. I've been slow cooking them in my rib cage for the last 30 years. But we got a nice little sign because Gainesville in 2012 proclaimed themselves the most patriotic city in America. But it's just kind of a racist town. Not as bad as Weatherford, but still pretty bad. Because honestly, being good by comparison does not mean that you are good. The power of the people is stronger than the people in power.
Yeah, exactly.
If you try to erase history, it will repeat itself. Well, the funny thing is, we're not trying to erase history. We are trying to move this tall, overpowering monument to somewhere where it's more appropriate, such as a museum or a graveyard, instead of on the corner of the courthouse, which, by the way, is right here. This is the fucking courthouse. Instead of on the corner of the courthouse, where laws are made and kept. Because honestly, a statue devoted to people who fought for slavery really has no place on the fucking courthouse corner. So don't worry, we're not trying to erase history, bub. So relax. We're just trying to get racist history moved from a place of law to somewhere more appropriate, such as a museum, where it can be understood with context. Because there really is no fucking context to this. When you put it on the courthouse, you signal that it's part of... When you put it on a courthouse or some other public square, usually the context means that it's something to be celebrated. This is why statues are usually placed in public areas. Artwork projects are placed, in front of City Hall, or maybe even at the courthouse in public art circles, because they want to be celebrated. They usually depict people who did good things. For example, a Tim Duncan statue in front of the Spurs arena, the HEB arena, because he was a good Spurs player. They've got statues of Abraham Lincoln, I'm sure, where he was born in Illinois. But that context really... You just said it should be in a dump. Now you think a museum would be fine? Bro, a museum has been fine the whole time. A museum is arguably the best place to make a lot of people happy. A graveyard would also be a suitable substitute, but if it were up to me, I would put it in a dump. Yeah, the museum is a compromise. The Civil War was not about slavery, learn some history. Yes, the Civil War was about slavery. How about you fucking learn some history? Oh, but it was about states' rights. Well, states' rights to what? Own slaves. So it all comes back to slavery. So how about you pick up the history book? Or maybe you could even watch The Civil War Oversimplified on YouTube. You should have learned the context in school. I did. And the way that these whitewashed history books like to teach it is that it was about states' rights. When you look down to it, it was about states' rights to own slaves so that they could continue their cotton empire. So either way you cut it, if you want to pull that whole states' rights card, it always comes back to slavery. Because the northern states were trying to outlaw slavery. The South didn't want that so that they could keep their profits going while they were doing mondo boku bucks with cotton. And then they would have lost their slave labor. They would have had to lose all this money that they got from free labor. Guess you didn't know that the North kept slaves after it was abolished in the South. I didn't know that, yes, because for as much as we praise Abraham Lincoln, the only thing that the Emancipation Proclamation did was outlaw slavery in areas of rebellion, which would have been the South. There's our first middle finger of the day. How come you know so much but can't figure out how to get someone to love you? So lonely. I'll give you a fucking hint. It is because I am fat. I love food too much. Go get your Starbucks and go throw a tantrum. I don't drink coffee, but nice try. Man, trolls really coming out in full force today. Because I'm a douche. In the literal sense of the word, I've cleaned your mother's vagina more times than I can count. Now, we moving on? And I'm going to call it now. They're going to do like, I got muted and warned about my free speech. Well, I'll just tell you now, Twitch is a private platform, and your freedom of speech does not apply to private platforms. Now they're calling me chunky. Like, get something original. I just called myself fat. If I'm okay with being called fat, what the fuck makes you think your words, your various thesaurus entries, which I'm sure you had to look in the thesaurus. Ah, yes, he called himself fat. Perhaps if I call him chunky, his feelings will be hurt. And then I, the great Trump supporter, will win. For I have made fat haha internet man cry. Oh, that is my goal in life. Hurting random internet haha funny men who protest Confederate statues. hit that gym up instead of standing on the corner crying. Well, gyms are closed right now because nobody's obeying COVID restrictions. So, you know, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. They may not be standing 6 feet apart, but everyone has masks. So that reduces transmission rate by 99.6%, I believe. I'm a bit over a year of not working out. Bruh, I haven't worked out in like 29 years. I was skinnier in college. I was respectable in college because I was in the marching band and that was heavily athletic. But like now that COVID's hit, I haven't been able to play ultimate frisbee like I normally do, so I haven't had like any physical activity at all. A lot of dudes in old time were bad if they lived today. Times were different. Okay, saying times were different is not an excuse for poor behavior. Like, yes, Rutherford G. McGillicuddy sure was a bad person. He owned a lot of slaves, but boy, he sure did some good things. There's a statue of him in his hometown of Milkington, London. Like, that's not the way it works. He was an objectively bad person, and his statue should probably be removed, just like we did with Christopher Columbus back at the beginning of summer for a lot of these protests. Have I tried to petition? Yes, we did, actually. There used to be 2 Confederate statues in Gainesville. One of them was moved to a different place, but the one that is on the courthouse square, which is the one we're currently protesting, is still here. So, thank you for pointing out the things that we have already done. They protested. They put it to a city hall vote. They denied the city hall vote because they held the vote. I forget exactly when they held the vote, but they made it extremely disenfranchising for people who would have voted to remove the statue. The police have also violated civil rights and civil liberties over here, so there's a lot more going on than just your typical whatever protest, statue hurt my feelings. This has been going on for a few months. There's been a lot more happening, so if you could kindly shut the fuck up unless you know what you're talking about, I'd appreciate it. Was the other statue there? No. The other statue was at a park, but they moved that to the museum. How long am I planning to stay protesting? Like today or just in general? Because I usually stay at these events until they're over. This one will probably be done by sundown. Mr. Beast. Is it the Mr. Beast? Or are you just a cheap imitator? Because, like, anyone that doesn't have Mr. Beast Network is a cheap imitator. Today, I don't know exactly how long this is going to be going on. Sundown hits about 6:30. And then I think that's where people are going to call it. So, it is currently 4:38, so probably about another hour and a half. There are 158 Columbus memorials in the U.S. Well, there used to be more at the start of summer, but we tore a few of them down. So people are starting to realize what a horrible person Columbus was, which is why Columbus Day is now celebrated as Indigenous Peoples Day, for the most part. Basically in everything except officially nationally recognized historical context, so... He's the 8,657th Mr. Beast. Damn. He could afford that many clones? The Mr. Beast army would be unstoppable with 8,000 people. You could actually storm Area 51 and get away with it. So the process right now might be considered boring for some, but this is important work. It's peaceful, which is good. We don't have any counter-protesters. We have a few people that are shouting things from their cars, but for the most part, this is a very peaceful statement-making gathering as opposed to an active fight against ignorance. No idea if that was a solidarity honk or not. Sammy Chan's here. Hello, Sammy Chan. Hello from Spain. Well, thanks for joining us from Spain. Oh, we got a projector going on. Probably going to show some pictures of something. So this might get interesting here in a bit. Do you think Barcelona is a racist town too, since they have a very big Columbus statue? Well, that depends. Was Columbus born in Barcelona? Just kidding. It doesn't fucking matter. You can have racist monuments and epithets in the town without being racist yourself. That's just called being casually racist and being ignorant. It's only a small percentage of Gainesville that is actually racist, but it's enough, and we consider it a racist town because City Hall voted to keep this fucking thing up. Fucking thing that says, "No nation rose so white and fair." Like, that is just blatantly racist line. Rose so white and fair. City Hall voted to keep it up, which is why we call Gainesville a racist town. That's what it is. It doesn't come down to the statues themselves. The statues themselves are not the things radiating the racism, but rather the people that keep these monuments to racism up. So thank you. Come on, please try again. Also, that is a good emote, Sammy. I'm being called a white supremacist in another stream. Oh. Would that be Jessica over there? Doing it right now? If you could do me a favor, and I know she's on Facebook, so there's no way to clip it, but I guess see if you can get a recording of it, because that's not who I am, that's not what I stand for. And I thought we agreed to leave each other alone, but apparently not. Also, Flow Controller, thank you for letting me know. I will, yeah, if you could just, I'll deal with it when I get home. Thank you. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. This isn't the first time. The main reason they think I'm a Nazi is because in Wolf City, during the Jonathan Price vigil, there was a counter-protester there that was calling out another streamer, which I can't mention by name because it's against Twitch TOS. But, yeah, harassing streamers is now against Twitch TOS. Which it's, yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, ultimately. Oh, you're best friends with Pretty Grim. Well, that explains a lot. Pretty Grim's a nice guy. He's been here a few years now. Aw, besties. But yeah, big reason is because there's someone in the crowd who was saying that the other streamer was just aggressive and confrontational, which she is. That's her entire shtick. She gets up in people's faces, and people said no, she wasn't. I said yes, she was. So they took that to be me agreeing with a Nazi, and they spun it as fucking being a Klansman. Woo, that's loud. Okay. Mr. Beast needs slaves to make his food and pick cotton. Alright, well, you can go ahead and ban Mr. Beast. Not putting up with that. Thank you, Grim. It's good to have you back. Are you off work today? Are there many Spanish speakers in Texas? There are a lot of Spanish speakers in Texas. If I'm not mistaken, Texas is, I think, the largest concentration of Spanish speakers in the U.S. Them and California. But mostly us. A lot of people down here. Now, are you talking about Spanish speakers only? Because a lot of people down here take Spanish as a second language. So, if you're counting Spanish or ESL, no, that's English as a second language. So if you're counting pure Spanish as well as bilingual, then I would argue that probably, and I don't have the stats to back this up, but probably 30% of Texas speaks Spanish. Maybe 40 or 50 if you count bilinguals. Would you be there if it was a statue of Julius Caesar who had many slaves? I do have a Discord. You can ask Pretty Grim for it. So, Cybot, what you're doing is called argument ad absurdum, which is basically taking an argument to its most insane point to attempt to invalidate any further arguments. And last I checked, there are no statues of Julius Caesar in the U.S. Now, I could be wrong. There might be one in, like, some Vegas casino somewhere, but most of the statues of Julius Caesar are also kept in a museum or an archaeological society where they can be appreciated, one, as works of art purely, but two, within historical context. Because many people agree that Julius Caesar was just a horrible fucking person. So, you know, nice try on the false equivalency. because what we're trying to do is move this statue to a museum as well, where it can be understood with historical context. Can I get your sign? Yep. Your ignorance is their power. Thank you. Science is real. Upside down flag. Women's rights are humans' rights. BLM. News isn't fake. No human is illegal. Love is love, and kindness is ever. How old the guy has to be before it's allowed. It's another shitty straw man argument, but go off, I guess. It's been 155 years, enough with the participation trophies. And then we are not trying to start a race war, we're trying to end one. We're not trying to forget history for the last fucking time, we're trying to move this statue to a museum. No nation rose so white and fair, none fell so pure of crime. It's a fucking white supremacist statement here on the fucking courthouse corner. So I really don't give a shit what your argument is. It doesn't belong in the courthouse corner. Oh, that's a good one. Excuse me. Mississippi gave up its flag. You can give up a statue. That's a good one. I like that. Whew. Okay, my gimbal's going crazy. And then just because we can. If I'm trying to get moved, then why associate myself with people holding my flags upside down? Because when you hold a flag upside down, especially the American flag, it's supposed to signal a sign of distress, or that something is wrong. And here we are, with a giant Confederate statue celebrating slavery. So an upside down flag is not wrong in any way, shape, or form. Because as long as we have Confederate statues that venerate and glorify slavery and the Jim Crow era, that flag deserves to be flown upside down, burned, trampled on, etc. I've had more people join, so I think we got about 30 now. Of course, they put this up every time we have a fucking protest. Go off, Snaggle. 75 people here, even though nothing's happening. And arguably nothing will happen. Is this town Kona? No, it's Gainesville, hence the sign that says welcomes to Gainesville. Hence the city limit sign that says Gainesville city limit. Hence the fact that I've been talking about Gainesville. Hence the fact that the title of my stream says Gainesville no less than twice. But, you know, we might not be in Gainesville, I'm not sure. Because these Confederate people have lost a lot. I'm not sure they have anything to gain. It's taken Ellsville, not Gainesville. Now she's walking across the street. What makes this town the most racist town? So, by objective standards, it's not the most racist town, but the reason they use that slogan is because in 2012, it was like voted the most patriotic small town in Texas or America or some shit like that, but yet they still have this Confederate statue up. So they're making fun of the whole 2012 most patriotic by calling it the most racist, because Confederate statues like this are not patriotic, but yet they still won the award, which is not okay. You're bumming a cig. It's a drug deal. I just saw it. I saw it happen.
What are you, Mormon?
1 second, guys. And that was your mandatory silent-sponsored stretch break. Stretch those calves, those meaty thunder thighs. We are back with a Confederate monument and a cute dog.
Puppy.
It's on the clock, though, so no petting. But through clever tricks of the camera, we can pretend to pet the dog with a single finger.
I love detectives.
Oh shit, this man's walking down the street with a whole ass TV. This man ain't scared. This man's got a Vizio. Nobody wants a fucking Vizio. Look at this guy. Where do you even buy it? Who sells TVs around here?
Cool if they do so.
I highly doubt that antique store Amelia's Attic is selling Vizios. I think you have my favorite sign. What about Mississippi? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like how their flag actually looks a lot better from a vexillological standpoint. This looks a lot nicer.
They changed it to which flower? The magnolia. That was it.
It's like the magnolia, and some stars around it, and then like red outside, and it's like a red and blue tricolor.
Nice.
That looks a lot neater than the older flag, which just had that fucking Dixie flag slapped on it very lazily.
Yeah. But hey, in other good news, the Indians are changing their name too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people who never gave a shit are pretty angry now.
They're just racist white people who don't like change. That's all it comes down to.
Absolutely. It's like a child. You know, it's never been told no before.
Hey, that sounds like our president.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Insulated from every consequence ever.
What did Vizio do to me? Vizio killed my parents. In a dark, abandoned alleyway, a Vizio TV shot my mother. Since then, this has been a purely Samsung household. LG. LG's not bad. Honestly, if I had to choose, Samsung would be arguably, I think, the top quality. Now, I might be a little biased because my phone is Samsung. I've had Samsung phones, but the thing that I'm getting mad about Samsung with is their constant bombardment of advertisements. Like, you pay $800 for a TV and you still get ads on them. Like, that's not okay. I paid nearly $900 for this phone, and I still can't go to my music app without trying to, don't show this Spotify ad for 7 days. I assume that's a solidarity honk. Posted selfies of you in the Discord. Ooh, Sammy Chan. Can't wait to see what you look like. We're gonna figure it out. Oh, this guy's got a whole mini fridge. Where are these people getting these electronics? Fucking one guy walking down with a TV. This guy's got a fucking mini fridge. What the fuck is happening here? What's next? We had a TV, we had a mini fridge. We're gonna have a whole fucking electric guitar set up. That's what. We're gonna have a mobile band. Where is the electronics store?
No idea.
Saw a man with a TV and now a mini fridge.
They're coming out of that coffee shop. They had like a Christmas
Coffee
party
shop? Oh.
with no masks.
That must be the raffle.
Something like that.
The maskless raffle. Where you can gamble for a TV or to die.
Yeah, I thought, oh, it's nice that they have a coffee shop across the street because Starbucks is closed today. And no, there's no masks on.
What are you gonna get? A coffee maker or COVID? Find out in 2 weeks. Boy, it's a shame you can only use that coffee maker for the next 3 weeks.
It's still a hoax, right? Right.
New business idea? All right, North Antara, what's your business idea? Because I've got a business idea of my own.
We're on the corner of this street.
If the business is shitting on Confederate monuments, then I will be the first. The dark bluish green hair. Aw, this man's got colored hair? Shit. Still got about 20, 30 people here. Once it gets dark, they brought a projector, so they might project things on the side of the building. I'm not exactly sure what the plan for that is. In fact, we've been here all the time. Let's see if there's anything on the other side of the building. Let's see whether you've to organize a wint. So this is where the projector is going to be. But the goal is 350,000 for something. And we've reached not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40, not 50, not 60, not 70, not 80, but 89% of our goal. All right. I think we're going to project something on the side of this building. So hold in there, guys. It's about to get a lot more exciting. In fact, I might go figure out what exactly it is. Alright, they're just gonna project something onto the courthouse. Don't know what. So stick around. It's a surprise to everyone.
Perfect. Just leave them. Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
It's about 5:15. It'll get dark in about 45 minutes. And that's when the projection starts. Not like the Freudian projecting your emotions onto something else kind of thing. We have a projector.
And they rally right there. So that's why this one's so on this main drag here, and Gainesville covered though. Patriotic city. Patriotic. Are you with the rest?
More solidarity honks. I'm gonna take a seat. Because nothing's really happening right now. And my back hurts. So. I guess we can turn it into an AMA at this point. Yep, Snaggle is absolutely right. Also, for those of you wondering, I got the full chops now. Got those long, luscious chops. I'm just gonna take a break here for 1 or 2 minutes. Do a posture check. What the hell is a posture check? My back hurts. Oh, well, it's because I fractured it a few years ago, so now if I stand for too long, sit for too long, or am active for too long, then it just begins to hurt. There's really nothing that can be done. Stand there and T-pose for 10 minutes straight. Okay. I'm not sure I have the commanding authority to T-pose for 10 minutes straight, but... or T-pose. Display your dominance on the racists by T-posing. You know what? You're right. If everyone just stood here and T-posed at the monument, look up what your real name means in Urban Dictionary. I think I did that a few times. I think the entry was like, he's the most handsome man ever. Women love him. I'm like, these people don't know me. This protest is for the Confederate statue that you see right behind me. Basically, we want to move it to a museum. Yeah, we don't have Google here. So the OK Google command will not work, and I unfortunately cannot refund anyone who is stupid enough to redeem one.
So yes, police initially participated in terrorism campaign.
Another person shouting out of their car. What they shouted, I don't know. It'll just annoy the fuck out of you next time you're streaming from home until you do their command. Okay. So, what is the command? I can pretend to be Google for you. Just while we're on break. I'm sorry, I don't have any information about that.
So like he sits like on his
Not sure what that was about, but there's the Christmas tree. Look up what my name means in Urban Dictionary. Also, yes, you did just hear a fart sound because that is my notification alert. I missed my opportunity to T-pose on racists. I would have to have someone film me. You know what?
Yeah, usually we'll
I think I'll do it.
She loves to dig.
Can I get your help with something real quick?
What you got?
I have people in chat that want me to T-pose on the racist, so if you could just hold the camera while I T-pose on the monument.
T-pose.
Yeah.
Your mask fell a little bit.
Now do a plank.
A plank. My abs aren't built enough for that, but thank you. That was T-posing on the racist by the Flutternater, circa 2020. Where'd the dog go? Did we lose the dog? Oh, there it is. Yeah, someone clipped that. We'll do more T-poses later. Right now we're just counting down until it gets dark enough to see the projector. I don't think that dog's actually on the clock. I was lied to. They just didn't want me petting the dog. I have been screwed out of a dog petting experience for the last time. And here we have a cardboard tube. Not interesting in any way, shape, or form. But it is nice and sturdy if you wanted to play swordsman. Generic, handsome anime swordsman. Nice to see a peaceful protest? Yes, it is. Because I've been to a lot of angry and eventful protests. Do I like long walks on a dark night down by the ocean while running for my life and then I fall in sand? Ooh. Left a big fucking pollution cloud. Ooh. Ah, yikes, that's fucking loud. fucking hate it when people do that. It's just a fucking pet peeve of mine. Revving the engine is just, I hate it. I fucking hate it. They have small dicks. Now, that might violate Twitch's harassment laws, so I can neither confirm nor deny my agreeance or disagreeance with the statement. That's a very timid solidarity honk, like, yes, I agree with you, but I don't want to be too loud and obnoxious. How big is Gainesville? I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure Google has answers for you. Oh, so we have the racists up until about 5:20, and then from 5:20 onward, it's the solidarity people. Maybe these racists just need to get a job, you know? Then they won't have to drive around at like 4 p.m. This is when all the anti-racists are getting off of work, you know? Doing things to make life better for everyone. And then we just got a sign across the street that says, "Your local hospice." Imagine having a fucking hospice right next to a goddamn Confederate monument. Ah, yeah. You rev that fucking 2002 Toyota Corolla. You go, buddy. Rev your $3,000 car. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm so intimidated. I thought he gave us like a hang loose, so I don't know if that was supposed to be like a solidarity rev or not, but it was not impressive in any way, shape, or form. Impressive engine revs don't take many forms. I would argue they don't take any. But I know sure as hell they don't take the form of a 2002 Toyota Corolla. Remind you not to move to Texas. I think they just yelled, "Go to hell, save a game." I didn't hear it. Still trying to figure out where I've met you, because I know that I've seen you around before. I'm trying to figure out which one. A lot of them. But I'm trying to figure out which ones. That's it. That's it. Because I used to run with them in their early days, so that would definitely be it. If you ran with We Take the Streets, that's definitely it. Here in about another 30 minutes, we may have the projector going. We'll see. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 people here. Oh, yeah. We're one short of 30. Stories need to be told good and bad. And apostrophes need to be put in their proper place because it's not story with Y apostrophe S. You drop the Y and add an IES for plurals, you know. Oh, there's our first Trump train of the evening. You have a question. What is doxing? Doxing is basically leaking people's personal information or identifying them. So, for example, if you were to post in chat, my real name, my address, etc., that would be doxing. They got the police watching us in this little corner here. Oh. That's an ambulance. All right. It's not driving very fast for someone with a medical emergency. They drive like 80 miles in the city, and that ambulance only doing about 30. Someone will die. What's the building behind me? This is the Cook County Courthouse. And less than 100 feet from it, a Confederate statue. Dixon Street. We're at the intersection of Dixon and California. Headphones suck. I don't know about that. I've had some pretty nice headphones. There was a nice town named Dixon near where I grew up, semi-famous for its flying penis statue. Well, that's a sentence I'm sure I could have lived without. Not that I want to, but I could have. What am I using for your audio? Mike is picking up background conversations pretty nicely. I'm actually just using my phone. I don't have an external microphone. It's just my phone. So it's been doing a pretty good job of audio on its own, actually. What phone? A Galaxy S10. The only piece of equipment that I bought to upgrade my streams was this gimbal, because people were complaining about shaky footage because I got a short leg and every time I step it just whamp 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 whamp. Did I tear it up or tear it down? I have tore my bowels multiple times after I eat Taco Bell, but you know, that's not what we're here for. Nickname for some abstract art. Look, if I'm gonna look at a flying penis, okay, I don't want an abstract penis. Well, that had to be the Oldsmobile. What are we here for? Someone else fill them in. I've explained it multiple times. And another anti-masker. Do 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 do. What was what? Thinking about buying an audio plug-in, like a mic, just so that we can film stuff with my phone, but my phone seems to be doing good picking up audio on its own. The only problem is I don't know where the mic is. Is it over here? This is number 1. Is it over here? This is number 2. What was louder? Because I'm speaking into where I would speak if I'm having a phone call, but why does abstract taste different? I know I'm banned. She's yelling at someone, but I don't know who. "62% of Cook County voters opposed secession, then an angry mob murdered 42 of them." So I had the figure wrong. I said 35 earlier, but it was 42. You know, the answer to everything. A left channel mic and a right channel mic. You know, they do have directional audio. Supposedly if I zoom in, it should be able to pick up conversations. Like if I zoom in on something, it can basically make itself do the cocktail effect, where you just pick up certain conversations easier than others. Like, you listen in on one conversation and you just forget about all the others. Try that shit out. Try what? Zooming in on someone having a conversation? Glue is here. Jesus. That's a name that I haven't choked on in a while. Boy, it's good to see your name again. How you doing? We're outside of a courthouse protesting a Confederate statue. It's not a gaming stream. It's not as exciting as what you normally saw, but this is who I am now. It's not a phase, Mom. Here comes the fake cough. Go-Go Gadget listener device. Didn't expect me to be fighting the good fight. Bro, I've been fighting this fight all fucking summer. I've captured fights, I've been bear maced, I almost got shot a few times, so, you know, we're out here. Not as exciting as Portland, but it's what we need. So, check out my YouTube channel if you want to get caught up on a few of the protests that we've been at. I definitely don't see the sub icons. I don't get notifications about those, but thanks to everyone that has dropped one. All the new follows, all the people watching, thank you for being here. But ultimately, this is not about numbers. This is about the good fight. So, but rest assured, I appreciate it. And I just joined tonight. Yeah, Dallas protests have slowed down a little bit compared to the summer. I think they'll pick up again next year, depending on whether Biden lives up to his promise or not, because people are already not exactly enthralled with his cabinet picks. They can yell from a car, but we've got a megaphone. Not as exciting as the horse races. Okay, the horse races was a one-time thing. I got invited to go back this year, but I'd already moved to Dallas. Honestly, I would have taken that job back. I kind of liked it. Abstract was the last thing I choked on. Yeah, I'm not gonna choke on an abstract penis. No nation rose so white and fair, none fell so pure of crime. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we're fighting against. Holy shit, I've got to take a piss. We'll go check and see how the projector's looking. They put up caution tape. Don't pee on stream. I've done it before. I went to a bathroom, and when I came out of the bathroom, there were just police surrounding everything. Alright, these white specks you see, this is traces of blood. Maybe semen, we're not sure, but it glows under a black light. Someone has come all over this courthouse lawn. Still not dark enough yet? Yeah, Denton was the place at the candy store. Take me to the candy shop. You changed your mind, you like me? Aww. I may or may not enjoy you too. I really don't know. Man, you have a chair. You came prepared.
Yep.
So what exactly is that? Is that an old umbrella stick? Or is that like an old teacher pointer?
It's a telescoping flagpole specifically for rats.
Ah, you spent the big bucks on a very specified product.
No, I had gotten this because it was so lightweight, and it was one of those Amazon recommend or other people buy this, and I saw it was collapsible, so that way I could stick it in my backpack. So easy transportation.
I'm so proud of you.
Obviously wouldn't hold up very well in strong wind, however.
Yeah, I don't know about strong wind. This is not something you take to Lubbock, but everywhere else you
Right?
should be fine.
I've had it where I had to hold on to it like this just to keep it from breaking.
And yes, I cannot pee on the statue because that's considered property damage and I would get banned from Twitch. But just imagine that I'm doing it. Just imagine. Flutter ASMR, here we go. I whip out my enormous 12-inch penis and pee all over this statue. Psst. Take that, you Confederate bastard! Psst. You can be white and fair, but you're gonna be stained yellow by the time this is over. Psst. General Robert E. Lee, this fucker! Oh, that that was our statue pissing ASMR. You know, it wasn't just a few months ago that we had a line of police, like right here. We had counter-protesters over there where the tree is. We had people with guns on the other side of the street. Confirm it's 12 inches. Lefties always ban you within 2 sentences, but not this one yet. Well, have you really done anything worth getting banned? Now you're done. Well, thanks for dropping by. It was good to remember you exist. Please drop by more. I miss you. Oh, you're still here. I thought you said you were done. Is that just like a metaphor? Like, I'm fucking done, bro. Oh. You finished. You're not done, but you finished. Okay, I get it. Finish me, daddy. Well, I just might. Because this is the future leftists want. Peeing on Confederate statues. That is the future I want. You missed this. I missed having you at Kluglu. Sundown here in about another 15 minutes. We're going to try and project something on the side of the courthouse. Who knows how well it'll work, but that's what we're sticking around for. Look, there are a lot of people that look at me and wonder what's wrong with me. My parents were the first to do so. And honestly, when my parents look at me and wonder what's wrong with me, nobody else doing it can frustrate me. Cthulhu's long-lost cousin is a Kluglu. Cthulhu and a Kluglu.
It needs more than that. We have to make way for real people's history by removing these false relics that tell alternative narratives. So, again, we're in Gainesville, Texas.
A Kluglu. Actually. A fluglu shoe. A shoe fluglu. Akale hugalu. You know, honestly, imagine trying to be the guy that has to spell that to log into all of his accounts. That's, I think, the biggest tragedy of this whole thing. Imagine just trying to spell it. We're gonna take another seat. Your mom said, ouch, and can you bring home some soy milk? This is the Going Band hat. Yes, it's also go in, not going. Ackle ug huglu. Ackle a huglow. Damn, not for me, just fuck my mom. Hat idea, getting banned. I don't want to wear a hat that says I'm getting banned. Where are we going in? I don't know, where are we going? But not for me, fuck my mom. Except my mom doesn't drink soy milk, so I think you fucked someone else's mom. Like, I know you were aiming for mine, because my mom is honestly a hot piece of ass, let's be honest, but you got someone else's mom. Sorry about that. You'll get it next time, though. HEB. There's no HEB in Dallas. I'm still mad about it. It's one of the things I gave up. Abattoir. Abetor 143 is here. How you doing? Been a while since we've seen you around. How you doing? Getting chicken wings? Why do you want me to wear hats that just say getting chicken wings? And where would I even find such a hat? Let's be honest. Also, hello. how am I gonna get jackfruits if there's no... Oh my god. Don't fucking remind me of the Jackfruit Incident, okay? Whoa, 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 Snaggle, you can't say that word anymore. They banned that word. H-E-B is a local Texas grocery store chain based in San Antonio. You may need to hear the Jackfruit Incident. Fucking... Someone told me that you could make, like, imitation pork, pulled pork tacos with jackfruit. So I fucking made jackfruit, and apparently like jackfruit has latex in it, so it just gets sticky anytime you try to cut it. So I finally cut across this fucking jackfruit. It was a fucking disaster. The knife was all sticky. I couldn't fucking do anything. And then I finally put like pieces of jackfruit in the pan and just mixed in like some taco seasoning, and it tasted nothing like a fucking taco, okay? It tasted like I just put taco seasoning on a mildly citrus fruit and tried to eat it. It was awful. It was awful. Speaking of sticky, nope, we're gonna stop right there. We are not gonna speak of sticky. T-pose on the racists. T-pose on the racists. On the steps of the statue. Fuck your Confederacy. You're gonna take up the challenge. Bro, I don't know if I just like cooked the wrong part of the jackfruit or what. Like apparently there's like a stringy part of the jackfruit and then there's like the actual citrus part. And I guess I cooked like the citrus part instead of like the stringy meat-ish texture. But let me tell you, I never felt so lied to by vegans in my entire life. They're like, oh yeah, you know, you try, it's a good ethical alternative, yeah. So I tried it, and I was lied to. Jackfruit tacos do not taste like real pulled pork tacos. Don't let anyone tell you different. Also, just because I can. And also, no, I'm not wearing Yeezys. Never gonna wear fucking Yeezys.
I don't remember. If I can remember my username.
Disrupting traffic. That's right. I'll push all the buttons and disrupt the flow of traffic. I'm honestly not convinced that pushing those buttons does anything, though. Oh, we can start to see things. Wait. They're not trying to project on a window, they're trying to project on the building. I don't know what they're projecting.
Like on the front of the step wall. I think it's a smaller enough space, but it's still right there in the front. They might be able to see it. So we're kind of like this projection up here.
When you say bud. Oh, it's a projection of a KKK parade in Cook County. So when we say that Gainesville is a racist town, this is what we mean. And that dog is fucking up the flower bed. Oh no, bad doggy.
Bad dog, Tiva. Leave the white supremacist dog alone. My daughter's the Republican, not the United Daughters.
Captured property destruction. We do not condone the action of the dog. The surface area they're trying to project on is a little too small. Can we get a moment of silence for the flowers lost this day? Still trying to figure out where to project.
It'll be a big, yeah, it'll be big enough to
We will figure this out at some point. This is what we call a split projection. There we go.
I think we did for Jimmy Carter.
Which was erected here in Gainesville. At the same time, Black preservation was removed. It's associated with.
Do you think it'll still be darker on the
as
outside?
well. So what's happening now is they are projecting remove symbols of paint. Are you doing the articles on here too? Yeah.
I have to like shrink some stuff. I was expecting it.
Instead of allowing the white supremacist restrictions to live on this monument now, they are projecting their own messages onto the monument. You guys want me to bring a screen this time? I'll bring a big screen. Or we could just hold a sheet.
Do you want to move the banner over
Thing
here?
on the lawn. We could just bring a big sheet.
We're gonna bring the banner over here right now. Alright. It's not big enough.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they fixed some of these damn lights because of Christmas. I don't remember all these lights were. I do, but I think it'd be too far away. Yeah. Because that tree's kind of blocking. Yeah.
Flip it to the white side.
Yeah, flip it to the white side.
Step on those pretty flowers.
Glad you're here.
I promise it. I'm too invested with these people. I'm too invested with these people. They're my neighbors.
Sorry to hear about the stuff you posted on Facebook.
Yeah. But getting some good information what to do here, actually.
Is this your boat? No, that's Tori's.
So might I suggest that we spread out so people driving by can see it?
Maybe lower the banner to the ground because it's the way the thing's going.
I can't get a better view.
Or raise the. I think he's adjusting it first.
There we go.
I don't know what's really about to start. My pack I'm going to steal this spot
There we
back.
go. So here is a picture.
Ku Klux Klan Parade, Cook County, 1923. 18,000 to 21,000 in attendance.
You can see here. I'm gonna get a close up. These guys. This is all Klansmen rallied around this square.
Around that building right there, the crystal.
So you can see the building behind me with the marker. So in 1923, there's 20,000 Klansmen in attendance right here on this courthouse lawn at the base of this Confederate monument, which was erected as a tribute to Confederate soldiers, the first generation Ku Klux Klan. There was no difference between the first generation Klansmen and Confederate veterans in the eyes of the individuals who erected this monument. So in 1923, shortly after this monument was erected, the Klan paraded around this monument at this square to celebrate Klan soldiers. here in North Texas for resisting the Confederate cause. But when we have histories of resistance, we have to acknowledge histories of oppression. So that's why those who held power after the Civil War in the South, which of course continued to be the white men who were the descendants of those who enslaved black people before the war, they continued to retain power, and they continue to retain power today. If you look up the last names of the individuals who continue to hold power in local government in these communities, it's remarkable how many of them trace back to the same last names of the families who held the most slaves. It's all part of the same movement.
Ku Klux Klan counter-protest asking for hate symbols to be removed in 2020. This would be people who protested us when we were in Gainesville a long time ago. So, and a meme.
Yeah, there was a hanging tree. They actually cut the hanging tree down. There is now a small monument to those men who were fighting against.
And I think we're back to the first part of the slide.
Okay, as we do the projection, so that people can see, we're going to see if everybody can move like around the statue, kind of like out of the front. And then we have extra signs on the side too. I'm going to move your backpack on. Is this yours?
What?
Is this yours?
No. I wear mine.
I thought so. I don't know.
I wear my backpack at night. Well, it might be restreaming to YouTube, yeah, not sure. So you guys have seen all the slides that are available. So we got a projection of the Ku Klux Klan parade in front of the Confederate monument. And there he goes. All right. Sped way the fuck off.
Marched around the square and gathered underneath this monument in 1923, 20,000 strong. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I didn't realize it.
It's Throwback Friday. Fuck this statue. Fuck this statue.
You are correct.
I think they married overall. I'm a middle-aged white person too. I like that song alright.
Friday evening impuri. What the fuck did you just say, Snaggle?
I'm tired of this bullshit.
Right? We should just record ourselves and like I bet if you like even pause it out, maybe like one of those like joke messages.
And I think the ambulance is coming back. They drove 30 miles an hour to get there. Let's see if they're faster this time. Oh, this direction. It's a different ambulance, maybe. Oh, that guy's going at least 60. Alright, that's a much better ambulance than the last one that drove through here. That ambulance actually cares about the people. Impuri is love. Impuri is life.
Oh, you have one good firefighter.
And then we got a massive food truck. Street Eats Catering. That is the largest fucking food truck I have ever seen in my goddamn life. Alright. I didn't even know that food trucks grew that big in the wild. Alright, just because I can. Disrupting traffic. That way we make them look at us. It's all part of the plan. Activate the crosswalk, then they have to read the signs. I'm a 200 IQ genius in disguise. Once you get past the first IQ point. I'm working on the other 200. Hello, Spicy Cat. And yes, there is a dog. I'm not allowed to pet the dog, though. We have been informed the pupper is on the clock. But I've seen everyone else petting the dog. I alone have been forbidden. The resident domestic terrorism dog. Ah, yes. We've seen him dig up a flower bed. What else will he do?
Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming out. We're probably gonna start closing down.
Alright, they're saying they're about to start closing down, so... Justin would be the guy to ask.
Yeah.
She said, do more, like, get back on a regular schedule, or should we just watch Facebook? Just watch our Facebook. We haven't set a regular schedule yet. Okay. I appreciate that y'all always do.
Stream's going to be in trouble when you get enough points to end it. Well, you can't end it on mobile streams. I will go ahead and add that caveat. So, I'll stay here for a little bit, but they're going to start closing down here in a minute, so...
Like we just let it go.
It's just me holding it.
Yeah, we'll pet the dog. There we go.
I mean, as much as like it can be stressful, like I miss being around everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had this conversation the other day with my fiance actually. It's not so much that I enjoy protesting, it's I enjoy the people.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to worry about
The distance pet, the social distance doggo.
When did you get a fiance?
Huh?
When did you get a
We've been
fiance?
engaged since like May.
Thank you.
I just don't talk about them that much. We're not like super lovey-dovey. So. Yeah, we're not like super gush.
Doing the stanky leg over here. I'm gonna stick around until they close down, but I said they were gonna tear down here in a little bit, so we'll probably be done here in about 20 minutes. This is pretty much all it is, just a peaceful demonstration. Some would argue that they are the most important ones.
What?
You just click on the slide below. Like just click on one.
89 nameless genders. Okay, I'm not sure what you're trying to get at. Are you just trolling? Is that it? Oh wow. We have a banner of the sign on the sign. Signception.
Did you get a picture of this one, Ozzy?
Small PP energy. And just because I can. I think they're going after the guy who revved this engine. It's illegal to have small PP energy in this town. Troll but friendly. I don't know. I don't think those two go together. It's a friendly troll if you're not necessarily making fun of anyone or causing anyone. You're not a friendly troll if you're being transphobic, queerphobic, phobic of people's individual life choices, or in some instances, choices that they did not choose to make. Trolling me for something insignificant, such as how bad I am at playing the piano, that's a different story. Better shot of the screen for people at home. Absolutely. Un momento. We dissent Commissioner's decision to glorify human traffickers.
You are Curtis, right?
Justin.
Is Curtis from here? Or no, he's from Durant. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tori, do you want us to keep holding it?
Yeah. I'm glad that y'all are still at it. I'm glad we're gonna make it.
Yeah, I think we're
There was
finishing.
no thinking for it. No, I'll roll it up here.
All right. Well, there it goes.
Do you want to
And that's it. And now we prepare for the annual putting of the sign in the cardboard tube. My mom and sister. Protect your bridge. What about my mom and sister? Like, the fuck are you getting at? I guess I could say that your comments are not for me. Thank you. Get it? Because your name is not for me and you are not for me. It's a double entendre. I am saying that you are not for me, but also not for me, and not for gay rights, and not for black rights, and not for anything, not for civil rights, you know? It's funny. What the story, Mark? This is also a good sign. It says, "You'll never have the comfort of our silence again." That's a good sign.
So that's why we see them still not
And I think we're all done. So I may just head out here. Give everyone their good night kiss on the way out. Once we get to the car.
What the fuck is this?
No, it's really hard to
My humming is fucked up. How so? I didn't realize that I was humming incorrectly. Please inform me on the proper technique of how to hum.
I've heard Jackfruit actually
we did that for another taco fest a couple years ago.
Talking about jackfruit. I was talking about jackfruit earlier in the stream. The horrible experience I had trying to cook fucking pulled pork taco jackfruit.
Oh, so you know how to do it?
No, I don't. It just tasted like citrus tacos.
Ooh.
Actually, that sounds.
It just tasted like
I love
vague citrus
I love
fruit
grilled oranges.
with taco seasoning on top. It was awful.
Grilled oranges.
Grilled oranges. Oh, actually, what you should try is with tequila. If you want, like,
And just because I can.
Like orange and cinnamon. Yeah, and then this bartender turned me on to it like a. It's delicious. But now whenever I go to bars, I piss off the bartenders because they're like, what?
What the fuck is that?
Well, I have to go find it.
I'm gonna say bye to Tori.
Alright. I think we're just about done here, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to my car. And then I'll thank everyone for being here once we're there. Oh, I pushed the button twice. I jack off fruit juice. I mean, how else do you think coconut water gets its consistency? I have a pending truffle shuffle for Minnie for 14 days ago. What a shame. What a shame. I ain't redeeming that here.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Alright. I'll go ahead and head out.
See ya.
Adios.
I'll give you a hug too.
I deserve a hug. Wow.
Have a good night.
You too. Don't die. Justin,
Yes.
take it
Thanks
easy.
for coming. Appreciate it.
Glad that I actually had an off day to come out.
Yeah.
Now that work is slowed down and I can collect unemployment again, I should have time to come out to these events more often.
Nice.
Although, you stopped the every Sunday thing?
Yeah, we're just posting on Facebook when we do something. There's a Trump rally tomorrow in Gainesville.
I think I remember that.
And we're thinking about showing up
What time?
with our banner. Well, I don't get off work till 2. Well, their rally's from 12 to 5. I don't get off till 2, so it'll be
Is that part of the shitty Mega rally? I remember seeing one, like, it was right before your last event. There was a Mega rally.
Yeah, there's some Trump store off 35. That's
Oh,
where
I
it'll be
saw
at.
that. That's awful.
So that's where they're gonna do it at. That's where they're gonna do it at. Shelley Luther and Alex Jones with InfoWars was there last.
Alex Jones?
with
Fucking
last
Shelley
week.
Luther, I understand because she's running for fucking Congress, but
He
Alex,
came to help her.
fucking InfoWars.
Yeah.
We got
He was there
Alex
last
Jones.
time.
Well, if you guys decide, let me know. I just added you on Facebook.
Okay,
So,
cool.
all right. Get a fucking job. Wow. You told me to get a job. I feel so hurt. Wow. However will I live with myself? However will this light finally turn red so that I may cross? Your local hospice. Because nothing says hospice like an old storefront. Bro, is this place even built? I don't think it is. There's nothing in that building. Probably explains why it's a good hospice. When you have no hopes, you want to be surrounded by nothing. Oh, look at this grass. Wasted so much time in chat to roll in with the most sleeper troll ever. Yeah, this trolling wasn't that good. I think the people were doing better when they were calling me fat, even though I'm the one that called myself fat. How do you have so much time to protest, but no time to find a girlfriend? Wow. Mm-hmm. You're such a horrible person. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no! I didn't make it. Now we can go to a fucking gas station, take a piss, get some Taco Bell on the way home. My humming Banjo-Kazooie? Fuck yes. Banjo-Kazooie, that's what I'm humming. Dun, 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 dun. Suck my dick. Okay. More content than Cyberpunk? I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with Cyberpunk right now. Because I think the game itself is okay, glitches aside. And the glitches are numerous. Let's not fucking lie to ourselves about that. There are definitely a lot of glitches. Go to CVS. I'm not going to fucking CVS. I swear to fucking God, Wall. I will fucking end you and murder your family. I will kill you. I will end you. You got Cadence, cousin? I don't know who Cadence is, but I'm not her cousin. I don't have a cousin, Cadence. But, you know, maybe they're like a long-lost cousin or something. All right. Anyway, now that that's done, we can get our goodnight kisses out of the way. Because I love you, I love everyone here. Because I love you, thank you for being here. You deserve some fucking kisses. You deserve all of those bitches, yeah. You deserve mwah, mwah, kisses, yeah. You deserve mwah, mwah, goodnight kisses, yeah. I'm so proud of you for being here and helping fight the good fight. I'm so proud of you, everybody, yes, for being here in Gainesville with me. Don't you know we're fighting against racism and a Ku Klux Klan history? Yeah, fuck racists, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck everyone who wants that statue up. I'm so sick of everyone here. I'm so sick of racists that think we fear them. Oh! All right. I think that's about all I got. I don't have any more rhymes. But I could bust a rhyme all down the time and Sanders and turn into grime. Slime. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end so that I can get my navigation up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for the likes, follows, subscribes, of course. I will need to see what I can do about that other streamer that was calling me a Ku Klux Klan member, but I'm glad you guys know who I am. Flut could be a great stand-up comedian for sure. Well, I've done stand-up comedy. All you have to do is check my YouTube channel and you'll see what stand-up comedy I do. Wow! Anyway, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate you. You're all wonderful individuals, and I truly believe you'll accomplish good things in life. Tomorrow, we may or may not crash a Trump rally. It depends on if people in pro-Gainesville are going to, but we'll see. Ow! We'll see you later, guys.